Airports are chaotic in many ways that seem out of your control. There are long queues, lost luggage, delays, last-minute flight cancellations, and the list is endless. What if I told you that behind all the chaos is a playbook protected by silence? From hidden upgrades to psychological tricks, here are 12 airport secrets airlines hope you never find out. Wait till you hear secret number 12 because it could change the way you travel forever. Your boarding pass contains more data about you than meets the eye. Beyond the usual details like your name, flight number, and seat assignment, the barcode on your boarding pass is a treasure trove of information. Once scanned, it can reveal your airline account number, contact info, frequent flyer number, and PNR. If your boarding pass gets into the wrong hands, they can steal your miles, change your reservation details, and even cancel your flights. What to do differently? Use a digital boarding pass and stop posting your boarding pass on social media. If you must post it online, blur out the barcode. If you use the paper printout, don't leave it in the plane seat back pocket or public bins. Airports are uniquely designed to nudge you to open your wallet or swipe your card. Think the placement of duty-free stores after the security checkpoint is merely a coincidence? Think again. The bending walkways, carpeted floors, big windows, and faster check-ins are all psychological tricks of airport design. The airport layout makes you feel relaxed because that's the point. Relaxed passengers tend to spend more. The time between security clearance and boarding isn't called golden hour for fun. After the hassle of going through security, you step into a recomposure zone and are more likely to indulge in retail therapy. Why do you think many airports don't announce your gate number until just before boarding starts? It's simply to maximize shopping time. Hidden baggage fees are real. Scoring a flight deal at 30% less than its usual price is all well and good until you're hit with unexpected fees at the check-in counter. Sorry to break it to you, but you've been played. Airlines often lure passengers with seemingly cheap fares, only to impose extra charges at the airport. Don't assume you know the baggage allowance. Check the airline's website, weigh your bag before going to the airport, and pack smart. That's how you beat them at the game. Knowing the next secret will help you more than your trusty hack for scoring a window seat. While you wait for it, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the next travel content. You could score an upgrade on the cheap. Enjoying a higher fare class without breaking the bank is a dream, and it can be your reality. Many people swear by dressing nicely, but it's not about your business casual outfit. Being a frequent flyer or having elite status gives you a better shot at securing a spot in the front of the plane. However, there are other strategic ways to increase your chances. It's best to try as early as possible. You can pay with miles or cash when you contact the airline after booking. Other alternatives include searching for tickets on emptier flights, especially if your dates are flexible, asking the gate agent, or asking the flight attendant at the boarding door. Ever been compensated for delayed luggage? I bet you didn't know that was possible. Imagine having to wait at the baggage claim for your checked bags after a long-haul flight. The exhaustion and anxiety can't be quantified, but you may be eligible for compensation depending on the airline. Alaska and Delta Airlines have a 20-minute bag guarantee, which promises baggage delivery within 20 minutes of the plane's arrival. If you don't receive your bags by the stated time frame, Alaska offers a $25 discount code for use on a future Alaska Airlines flight, or 2,500 bonus miles. Delta also gives 2,500 bonus miles, but you must be a SkyMiles member at the time of travel to qualify. Food and drinks are notoriously expensive at the airport, but you can avoid the ripoff. How, you might ask? Many airports have water refill stations where you can fill empty bottles. Find one after your security check. You might have to ask around, but you get to save money on an overpriced bottle and reduce plastic waste. A win for your wallet and the environment. Many people are afraid of having their food items tossed at the checkpoint, so they don't bother to try. Here's some good news. Solid foods like sandwiches, snacks, and baked goods are allowed. This is a game changer, particularly if you fly budget airlines that often charge for in-flight meals. You aren't doomed to the uncomfortable waiting area because you're flying economy. The complimentary food, Wi-Fi, comfy seating, showers, and charging outlets might seem like perks for premium cabin passengers, but airport lounge access doesn't cost as much as you'd think. You can get in through a couple of ways. Some credit cards like American Express Platinum, Chase Sapphire Reserve, and Capital One Venture offer complimentary access. You can get a priority pass membership or redeem your miles for day passes or lounge memberships. If you aren't a frequent traveler, you can buy a day pass online or at the airport. The price ranges from $25 to $80, depending on the airline and lounge location. Security checks may not be limited to high-tech body scanners. Some airport security teams include profilers who are trained to screen passengers by observation. As you go about your business at the airport, they look out for certain behaviors such as sweating, excessive fidgeting, and eye movement. Suspected people are usually flagged for additional screening. However, passenger profiling isn't a universal practice and has been criticized for a high risk of discrimination. Picture this. You're waiting for the last leg of a flight home when the airline abruptly announces an all-too-familiar flight delay. Their reason? Something vague about crew manning issues. There are instances where airlines prioritize cost-cutting measures and use the weather as an excuse. They may delay to avoid flying a half-full plane or reroute a flight for fuel savings. Of course, they wouldn't tell you this to save face and complicate your attempt at getting compensated. If your carrier cites severe weather, check if other airlines are operating flights. If arrivals and departures are running as usual, chances are the weather didn't have a hand in your delay. Airlines can offer you more than money or travel credit when you give up your seat on an oversold flight. They overbook flights to compensate for no-shows and last-minute cancellations, but sometimes end up with more passengers than available seats. If you're flexible enough to let your seat go, then you should be compensated. Don't accept their first offer. Negotiate a better deal. Why settle for less when you can get lounge passes, hotel vouchers, or a better flight? Ticket prices are more about the day you're traveling, not the day you're buying the ticket. There are a lot of myths about the best days and times to book your flight. Airfare pricing is complex, and airlines use algorithms to adjust prices as they deem fit. Instead of waiting for a particular day to book, set up fare alerts on Google Flights, consider alternative airports, be flexible, leverage the airline's loyalty perks, and book within the Goldilocks window, which is 1 to 3 months for domestic trips and 2 to 8 months for international trips. There's a 24-hour free cancellation rule for US-bound and originating flights. Thanks to the Department of Transportation, you can cancel your flight within 24 hours as long as it was booked directly with the airline at least 7 days before departure. With this rule, you can get a cheaper deal and cancel the previous booking without a penalty. What's not to love? It's obvious why airlines aren't exactly shouting these travel hacks from the terminal loudspeakers. But now that you know, you can fly with the upper hand. Do you have a personal best airport hack? Share it in the comments. If you want to save more time and money at the airport, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.